Have you ever had to deal with government bureaucracy? It's an experience that can test anyone's patience. Let me tell you, it can be a real trip, a journey through a maze of red tape and endless waiting. Recently, I had the pleasure, or should I say the ordeal, of renewing both my passport and my vehicle registration. One was a breeze, a digital dream come true, smooth and efficient. The other? Let's just say it felt like I was stuck in a time warp, a relic of the past. Renewing my passport online was surprisingly painless. It was almost too good to be true. I filled out a form, uploaded a photo, and bam, done. No fuss, no muss. A few weeks later, a fresh passport arrived in the mail. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But then came the dreaded vehicle registration, a whole different ballgame. I walked into the office, bracing myself for the usual chaos and confusion. People were crammed into every available space, clutching crumpled forms and wads of cash, looking lost. The air was thick with frustration, a palpable tension you could almost cut with a knife, and the faint scent of desperation. It was overwhelming. It was like stepping back in time, and not in a good way. A stark contrast to the digital ease of the passport renewal. Welcome to our deep dive into government efficiency in Yunlin County. Today, we'll explore how outdated practices at the local motor vehicle office highlight the urgent need for modernization. We'll compare these experiences with the streamlined passport renewal process in Chiayi and discuss the broader implications for management and transparency. Stay tuned to understand why embracing modern systems is crucial for our future. Are you ready to see a change in how our government operates? Join us in advocating for the modernization of government practices to enhance transparency, efficiency, and trust within our community. Share this article, watch our YouTube video, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's push for a 22nd century government that serves us all better.
The stark contrast between these two experiences got me thinking. Why are some government services stuck in the Stone Age while others have embraced the digital revolution? It's a puzzling scenario that raises many questions about the pace of technological adoption in different sectors. It's like having a shiny new smartphone with a rotary dial attached. The absurdity of it is almost comical, yet it's a reality we face in many places. It just doesn't make sense. The digital world has made life easier in countless ways. We can order groceries, book flights, and even manage our daily schedules with just a few clicks or taps. And even manage our finances with a few taps on our phones. The convenience is unparalleled, and it's hard to imagine life without these digital tools. So why are some government offices clinging to outdated cash-based systems like a life raft? It's almost as if they're afraid to let go of the past. It's not just about convenience, it's about efficiency, transparency, and accountability. Digital systems streamline processes and reduce the chances of errors. Digital transactions leave a trail. They create a record that can be easily accessed and audited. They're trackable, verifiable, and far less prone to human error, or worse, manipulation. This level of security is crucial in maintaining public trust. Cash, on the other hand, is notoriously difficult to track. It's a system that can easily be exploited. It's a shadowy figure lurking in the background, ripe for abuse. The lack of transparency in cash transactions can lead to corruption and fraud, undermining the integrity of the system. Now you might be thinking, surely there's a better way, and you'd be right. Let me introduce you to the Treasury Single Account, a system designed to revolutionize government finances. Imagine a giant digital vault where all government funds are pooled and managed centrally. That's the TSA in a nutshell. This system isn't just about keeping track of every penny. It's about plugging leaks, streamlining operations, and making it harder for corruption to thrive. With the TSA, every transaction is recorded, monitored, and accounted for. It's like giving every dollar a digital chaperone. But here's the kicker. Implementing the TSA isn't just about flipping a switch. It requires a fundamental shift in mindset, a willingness to embrace transparency and accountability at all levels. It's about changing the culture from the inside out.
How does cash handling at government counters increase the risk of corruption? Let's face it, some government offices seem to have a strange affinity for cash. It's like their love language, but in a way that would make even a seasoned accountant blush. I've heard stories that would make your hair stand on end, tales of overflowing cash drawers, lost receipts, and transactions shrouded in secrecy. Imagine walking into a government office, and instead of computers and card readers, you're met with a scene straight out of a gangster movie. Stacks of bills piled high on desks, officials counting money with the nonchalance of blackjack dealers, and whispers of under-the-table deals. It's enough to make you wonder if you've stumbled onto the set of a bad crime drama. But this is the reality in many places, where cash is king and accountability is a distant rumor.
Why is eliminating cash transactions at government offices important? When cash breeds bad behavior. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: corruption. When cash flows freely and transparency takes a back seat, it creates a breeding ground for shady dealings. It's like leaving a plate of cookies unattended in a room full of toddlers. Chaos is inevitable. Think about it. When transactions are conducted in cash, it's easier to cook the books, to skim off the top, and to line one's pockets with ill-gotten gains. It's a recipe for disaster, and the victims are often the very people these institutions are supposed to serve. This isn't just about a few bad apples spoiling the bunch. It's about a system that's inherently flawed, a system that incentivizes corruption and rewards those who operate in the shadows. How can modernizing government practices impact overall community satisfaction? Okay. Let's take a deep breath and step back for a moment. Reforming government processes can seem overwhelming, but it's important to approach it with a calm and clear mind. I know this all sounds pretty bleak, but I'm not here to depress you. Instead, I want to offer a perspective that brings hope and clarity. Think of it this way: reforming government processes is like navigating a complex maze using an ancient Chinese compass, the Yi-Jing. This ancient tool provides guidance and wisdom. Each hexagram represents a different stage in the journey. These stages are like stepping stones, guiding us through the process. We start with initial difficulty, symbolizing the current state of affairs. This stage is often marked by confusion and disorder. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's easy to feel lost. But recognizing this is the first step towards improvement. How can adopting modern systems prepare governmental bodies for future challenges? In the context of the Yi-Jing, hexagram 64, known as Wei-Ji, represents a state of not yet crossing or incomplete transition. It symbolizes the challenges and potential pitfalls of embarking on a journey without proper preparation or clear understanding. The metaphor of the small fox nearing completion but wetting its tail captures the essence of attempting to cross a river without fully comprehending its depth, leading to unforeseen difficulties and setbacks. But the Yi-Jing reminds us that even in the midst of chaos, there's always a path forward. This path may not be immediately clear, but it exists. The 64th hexagram, keeping still, emphasizes the need for careful planning and strategic thinking. This stage is about pausing to reflect and strategize. We can't just rush in blindly. We need a clear vision and a solid plan. This involves setting realistic goals and outlining the steps to achieve them. This is about laying the groundwork for lasting change. Each action we take now builds the foundation for a more efficient and effective government in the future. Now, you might be tempted to think that technology alone is the silver bullet to all our bureaucratic woes. Just throw some blockchain and AI at the problem and voila, problem solved. But it's not that simple. Technology is a powerful tool, no doubt, but it's just a tool. It can amplify existing strengths, but it can also magnify weaknesses. If we want to see real change, we need a more holistic approach, one that addresses not just the symptoms, but the root causes. This means investing in training and education, fostering a culture of transparency and accountability, and empowering citizens to hold their governments responsible. It's about changing the game, not just the players. Let's be real. Change is hard. And in the realm of government bureaucracy, it can feel downright impossible. There will always be those who cling to the old ways, who resist progress with the tenacity of a barnacle on a ship's hull. They'll grumble about newfangled technology and long for the good old days when cash was king and accountability was optional. But we can't let their nostalgia hold us back. The world is moving forward and we can either get on board or be left behind. The transition might be bumpy, but the benefits far outweigh the challenges. Increased efficiency, reduced corruption, and greater transparency are not just buzzwords. They're the building blocks of a more effective and accountable government. So what can we do? Well, for starters, we need to demand better. We need to hold our elected officials accountable and push for reforms that prioritize transparency and efficiency. We need to make it clear that we're not satisfied with outdated systems that breed corruption and waste taxpayer money. We need to champion initiatives like the TSA and advocate for the adoption of modern financial management practices. We need to demand clear, accessible information about government spending and hold our leaders responsible for every dollar. This isn't just about saving money or streamlining processes, it's about building a better future. A future where government works for the people, not the other way around. The journey towards a more efficient, transparent and accountable government won't be easy. It will require a collective effort from citizens, policymakers and government officials alike. But the destination is worth the effort. Imagine a world where interacting with the government is no longer a dreaded chore, but a seamless experience. A world where corruption is a relic of the past and every dollar is accounted for. A world where trust in government is not a pipe dream, but a reality. This is the future we can build together. A future where government is no longer synonymous with inefficiency and opacity, but with effectiveness, transparency and accountability. The future is now, and it's time to embrace it. To put it simply, we have witnessed that it is not only feasible to combine ancient Eastern wisdom with modern financial strategies, but it's also possible. This is a revolutionary invention. From embracing change to finding a balance between empathy and determination. This perspective on business management is refreshing thanks to these principles. Therefore, let's stay optimistic. These timeless and timely strategies can help businesses thrive. The importance of balance and smart strategy cannot be overstated. The key is to find the perfect spot and maintain agility, just like a tightrope walker with a safety net. To navigate the future economy, it is crucial to adopt careful and smart strategies that emphasize balance and adaptability. The current global market situation is not a simple matter. It has both favorable and unfavorable factors, as well as opportunities and risks. The environmental resources of each region on Earth are unique due to their differing latitudes and longitudes. We can summarize real-time opinions using artificial intelligence operations, such as neural networks, that take into account regional characteristics and national economic data. By watching our videos every week, you can keep yourself informed with a wealth of information that will improve the quality of your life in many ways with minimal time investment. In order to survive in these volatile financial environments, it is crucial to be able to adjust and avoid increased risk. Regardless of how experienced you are in investing, it's crucial to keep an eye on our video debuts to make better decisions. It's crucial to remember that knowledge is not just a tool to enhance your value, it's also a power. If you have any topics you're interested in, feel free to leave a message. To conclude this episode, I want to express my gratitude to all the viewers for their support. If you find that today's video is helpful, please like it so that you can easily find it later when you need to watch it. I want to express my gratitude for your attention. Thank you.